Sambuddhassa Namo tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Dutiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Dutiyampi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Dutiyampi Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Tatiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Tatiyampi Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Tatiyampi Saṅghaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi Pāṇātipātā veramani Sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi Adinnādāna veramani Sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi Kāmesu micchācārā Veramani Sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi Musāvādā veramani Sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi Surameraya Majjapamadatthāna Veramani Sikkhapadang samadhiyāmi Tisaranena saddhiṃ pañcasīlaṃ dhammaṃ sādhukaṃ surakkhitāṃ katva Appamādena sampādetha sadhu sadhu.
Thank you so much, Bhante Vajra, for that beautiful start. We all feel spiritually charged, don't we? We might have gotten few words here and there a bit off, but the devotion, the honesty, the sincerity is there every time we pray. It doesn't matter the language, but I believe it is the belief and the honesty that matters. Now we move on with our official proceedings of the program, for which I would like to welcome the Vice Chairman of Lumbini Development Trust, Dr. Khenpo Chimechirring, also known as Dr. Larkia Lama, for his welcome remarks.
Thanks. Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Foreign Affairs, Naran Kaji Sister, and Honorable Minister of Tourism, Culture and Civil Aviation, Mr. Hidbatu Tamang, Foreign Secretary, Excellencies, Ambassador, Honorary Consular, most venerable monks, nuns, delicate media persons, ladies and gentlemen, It is an honor and privilege to welcome you all to the sacred ground of Lumbini, the birthplace of the Lord Buddha, and to these STEAM's conclaves organized by the Honorary Consular Corps Nepal. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Honorary Consular Corps Nepal for their tireless effort in organizing this significant event to promote world peace. Lumbini, situated in Rupandi districts of Nepal, hold immense historical and religious significance as the birthplace of the Siddhartha Gautama, later known as Shakyamuni Buddha. Born in 623 BCE, Siddhartha took his first step in the secret garden of Lumbini, declaring his path to enlightenment. After renouncing his princely life and meditating under the Bodhi tree in the Bodh Gaya, Siddhartha became the Buddha, the awakened one. In 2049 BCE, Emperor Ashoka, devoted Buddhist, visited Lumbini, erected a pillar that identified it as the Buddha's birthplace, marking the beginning of the Lumbini's historical significance. Lumbini fell into obscurity over the century until its rediscovery in 1896 by Karkasamshar Rana. The pilgrimage of the Uthan, the Secretary General of the United Nations in 1967, sparked international interest, leading to the formations of the International Committee for Development of Lumbini, 1970. The master plan for the Lumbini, finalized in the 1978, transformed the landscape into a symbol of the peace and compassion. The UNESCO World Heritage Site designations in 1979 further recognized its culture and religious importance, supported by various nations and organizations. The Lumbini Development Project resulted in the constructions of the monastery and museums and the restoration of the sacred gardens. Today, Lumbini stands as a testament to the peace and pilgrimage awakening, attracting millions of the pilgrims and tourists annually. Its history mirrors Siddhartha Gautama's journey to enlightenment, influencing religious and cultural history across Asia and beyond. Buddhism's role in the promoting world peace is evidenced through its core principle. 1. Philosophy of the non-violence, ahimsa. Buddhism for the foundations for the conflict resolution and foster global culture of the tolerance. 2. Mindfulness and inner peace, with a strong emphasis, mindfulness and meditations. Buddhism fosters inner peace, enable individuals to provide, positively contribute to global well-being. 3. Interconnectedness and compassion, emphasizing universal compassion. Buddhism encouraging individuals to work toward the greater good. The crucial in a globalized world for the fostering cooperation. 4. Conflict resolutions. The Buddhist Eightfold Path and Four Noble Truth guide conflicts resolutions through ethical conduct and create environments conducive to harmony. 5. Social justice and equality. Inspired by the Gautama Buddha's teachings, Buddhism promotes social justice, equality, and the well-being of all citizens. 6. Global dialogue and understanding. Buddhism encourages open-minded dialogue, breaking down barriers and fostering mutual respect on global scale. To sum up, Buddhism provided a moral and spiritual framework promoting non-violence, mindfulness, compassion, and connectedness. By influencing individuals to cultivate inner peace through meditation and ethical conduct, Buddhism significantly contributes to the creating a more harmonious and peaceful world. Internationally, Lumbini represents a civilization, a culture, and a spiritual value centered on the most precious possession, sought after by the whole of humanity, peace. Notably, sixth Secretary General of the United Nations, professing different aid have visited Lumbini, including most recently Antonio Guterres in October 2023, Nepal, and we Nepali people are honored and privileged that Shakyamuni Buddha chose to take birth here in Lumbini. I appeal to the scholar, scientist, social worker, dignitary, expert in all fields to come and visit this historic place of the Lumbini and receive the Buddha's blessing in order to establish peace in our world at this very much difficult time. It is the sincere wish of myself and Lumbini Development Trust to develop this sacred place into center of the learning for the Buddhism. This will be for all humanity, no matter which religious, which creed or prayer who belongs to. As without understanding the values of the Buddhism, it is difficult to achieve genuine peace and happiness. When we speak in Buddha's teachings, very deep and profound, 84,000 teachings has been given by the Lord Buddha. All the essence of the Buddhist teachings mainly focus to meditations, to apply our lives, how to meditate, how to reduce negative thought and negative actions. Through that, we will get peace and happiness. That is the essence of the Buddhist teachings. When we speak in meditation, there are many different kinds of the step, shamatha, vipassana, and emptiness, sadness, mahamudra, and the dzogchens. All this meditation, antidote, and skill, how to reduce our negative karma and cultivate bodhicitta, compassions, and realizations, how to get enlightenment finally. I want to express my sincere gratitude to all of you. We request your continued sympathy, cooperation, and active support in the development of the Lumbini. We pray for the peace and happiness in the world in the days to come. I wish everyone a happy, successful visit to this holy land of the Lord Buddha. Thank you. May the triple gems bless all the sending beings. Sarva Mangalam. Namaste Tashidat.
Thank you, Dr. Shimed, the VC of Lumbini Development Trust. It almost feels like there is meditation in your voice as well. We can just keep on listening to it. Very soothing. We now move on to a speech by the Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia, His Excellency Mr. Heru Hartanto Subolo. Can we please have you on the dais, please, sir?
Honorable Deputy Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs, Honorable Ministers of Tourism, Cultures and Civil Aviation, respected Vice Chairman of Lumbini Development Trust, respected Dean of Honorary Consular Corps of Nepal, respected Vice Dean of Honorary Consular Corps of Nepal, Excellencies, Honorable Consuls, Most Honorable Monk, and all participants, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, Namaste. I feel honored and privileged representing Excellencies, Ambassadors, High Commissioners, and representative of non-resident ambassadors to get the opportunity to have a short remark at this special occasion. I am particularly so blessed and honored to be here in Lumbini, a site of spirituality, serenity, and peace. I'm deeply moved to have been invited to pay tribute to Lord of Buddha. And I'm using this privilege also to extend the 3 million Buddhist community of Indonesia. Buddha's wisdom has endured through the ages, resonating with countless generations. His teaching on inner peace, compassion, and mindfulness remain just as pertinent today as they were years ago. On 3 days program of Lumbini Conclave, there is so much for us to learn. From expanding infrastructure development, amazing tourist spot experience like Lumbini cable car at Butwal, and the location of birthplace of Lord Buddha. It creates connectivity between our cultures, our heritage, and our people as a humanity. We, as an ambassador, non-resident to Nepal, also has responsibility to connect, to strengthen our better relations with this beautiful country. As mentioned by Deputy Prime Minister this morning, we also serve as a bridge to foster communication, understanding, and cooperation. Words are not enough to thank their constant attention and hospitality to enlighten and to make this Lumbini Conclave an enjoyable experience. Thank you is such a prayer that cannot be seen or touched. It must be felt by heart. On behalf of the Excellencies, representative of non-resident ambassador, High Commissioner, I would like to convey a deep regard and hearty thanks to Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Mr. Narayan Kajishrestha, Minister of Tourism, Culture and Civil Aviation, Vice Chairman of Lumbini Development Trust, and I'm also thankful to Dean of Honorary Consular Corps of Nepal, Mr. Vishnu Kumar Akarwal, Vice Dean Mr. Chandra Dakal, and all honorable members of HCCN. My job will not be easier without the support of Honorable Honorary Consul in Nepal. My life even will be much easier when we visit Nepal. So during my time in Nepal, it looked like my second home. And even like this, dimension will not happen overnight. The wheel start rolling months in advance, I think. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very helpful and hospitable honorary consuls. I cannot thank everyone for the detailed attention that they have and the hospitality that's shown to make Lumbini Conclave a successful and wonderful experiences of all time. Allow me at this opportunity to thanks once again Malai Isa Caki Ramro Sahayoga Cari Rahanaicha Raderai Donabat.
Thank you, His Excellency. Put a smile on everyone's face at the end, and what a surprising twist, and beautifully summarized the experience. Cannot be seen, cannot be touched, but only felt. Thank you so much, Excellency. Now it is with great honor I would like to call upon the Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Foreign Affairs, who have been joining us from the very beginning. I promise you, sir, this is the last time we'll call you for the trouble, but he has a very special message to share with us. So, sir, please welcome on the dais.
Dear Minister, Honorable Minister for Tourism, Civil Aviation and Culture, respected Vice Chair of Lumbini Development Trust, Dean of the Honorary Consular Corps Nepal, Vice Dean of SCCM, respected monks, Excellency Ambassadors, representatives from different non-residential missions, honorary consulars and consuls, and friends from media and ladies and gentlemen. Namaste, Sabha, Mangalam, Nepal, Bihar. At the beginning, may I humbly request you to close your eyes and observe your breathing for a minute. Don't inhale forcefully. Don't exhale forcefully. Just observe for a minute. Close your eyes, please. Be relaxed. Close your eyes and just observe your breathing, inhaling and exhaling without using any force. It's just the primary stage of the process, primary steps in the process of Vipassana meditation, Anapana. It's my great privilege to be with you all in the last event of the Lumbini Conclave this afternoon. I really offer a lot of thanks to Vishnu Agrawal, Dean of SCCM and all other members of SCCM, and I sincerely offer a lot of thanks to the excellencies who spared their time to attend this Lumbini Conclave and spend time together since 20th evening till this afternoon. I hope that this Lumbini Conclave has already been a grand success. We have exchanged our views, experiences, and also we have been developing a sense of commitment from the inner heart for global peace. There are so many learned personalities on Buddha and Buddha's teaching. So I am not a suitable person to deliver on the teachings of Buddha. But I just want to say a few words. Buddha means the enlightened one. The process of becoming Buddha, the process of awakening and enlightenment. Every one of us had the seed and potential to become a Buddha. But of course, it's very clear that we all cannot be Buddhas. It depends on primarily on your sadhana, top, and the environment that exists. One of my respected friend told me that you should commit first to be Siddhartha Gautama if you want to go in the process of becoming Buddha. Becoming Siddhartha Gautama doesn't mean that you have to be a prince from the royal family. No. Siddhartha Gautama, to become Siddhartha Gautama or process of becoming Siddhartha Gautama means you should have full dedication in the pursuit and quest of truth. Siddhartha Gautama means he left the palace, he gave up the throne, all the material abundance, all the pleasure from material world, and that was dedicated for the quest of truth. So, if you do not dare to be, or we do not dare to be in the process of becoming Siddhartha Gautama, in the path of Siddhartha Gautama, we cannot be in the process of Buddhism, or we cannot be a good disciple of Buddha. The problem is that we in the world today pretend to be Buddhas before becoming or walking the path of Siddhartha Gautama. You don't dedicate yourself to the cause. You don't devote yourself for the cause. You don't devote yourself for your salvation and salvation of the humankind. And you think that you yourself already are a Buddha, and that is the problem that we are facing in the humankind today. So, as Professor Doctor was just briefing us about the sacred Lumbini garden and Mayadevi temple, he was telling us of the voidness, the emptiness, the essence of Buddha's teachings. That is, the whole essence of the matter, life, universe is voidness or emptiness. And to realize this, the most scientific technique that Buddha practiced and gave to us is meditation. Meditation is the key to help us become aware of ourselves first and then become aware of the surroundings. So, in this world today, many of us talk of meditation, but sometimes it is wrongly interpreted as concentration or like that. Meditation is awareness. And we have the scientific technique to lead us to the process of becoming aware, and that is the meditation technique. So it is pure and pure scientific technology, scientific tool to probe into yourself and know yourself. Become aware of the self. That leads you to be aware of the whole environment. So, meditation is a scientific technique and tool. Turn inward, observe yourself, know yourself, transform yourself, and finally identify with yourself and liberate yourself. This is what for me the spirituality is. And the key to spirituality is meditation technique. So it is a pure and pure scientific phenomenon and scientific tool. So we have to coordinate the modern science with this spiritual science. That makes the world materially prosperous and spiritually profound, happy and peaceful. Otherwise, you can develop your country or society, but when you develop materially and socio-economic progress is taken to the height, then also there you see and you face the serious problem of mental stress, depression, suicides and so on. People are not happy. People are aspiring for peace. People are aspiring for their liberation. First, they want the things to live, the means to live. But ultimately, comfort life won't be the ultimate solution for your happiness and peace. You have to coordinate it, you have to join it with spirituality. And spirituality may not be necessarily linked with any organized religion. What Buddha taught us is not faith. Buddha was always against any faith. Be critical. Experience yourself the truth and only then accept it and practice it. That was the teaching of the Buddha. Buddha particularly said, don't follow me because I said. Or your other ancestors said. Or your scriptures explain or just wrote. No. You have to experience the truth by yourself. Be critical. When you feel that it is true, when you experience that it is true, only then you accept it, only then you practice it. That was the approach, the critical and dialectical approach of Buddha. So it is different than other organized religions. We have full respect to all the religions and the religious people. But you may be Christian, and you can internalize the meditation technique given by Buddha and meditate your Christianity is not hampered. You can be a Islam or Muslim and you can practice this sort of meditation technique given by Buddha, the Vipassana meditation, and your Islam or is not at danger and at risk. So, even Hindus, so it's a critical scientific approach and teachings of Buddha. I don't want to, I have a written speech here, I didn't like to read it. This is what I wanted to communicate to you. I was the Home Minister before I came into this foreign ministry. Before 2 weeks. Not exactly 2 weeks, or less than that. I was the Home Minister, Deputy Prime Minister, Home Minister. I conducted meditation session for our secretaries, joint secretaries, officers of my ministry. Not only that, IGPs, AIGPs, police officers, second session of meditation to them. And I decided to conduct the meditation session in the ministry itself. I gave the written instruction in the ministry, come to the office, first practice meditation for 15 minutes, only then work. People ask me, aren't you wasting 15 minutes government time for nothing, that sort of thing like meditation? No, I asked him. And that was the question raised in the parliamentary committee. I answered. Do you sleep every day, every night? Every night, do you sleep? Why to sleep? You work the whole night, 7 hours, 8 hours. Why don't you work? Because sleeping means you take a rest. It is quite necessary and it is quite natural to take a rest for 6 to 8 hours every night so that it can be fresh and energetic for another day. Is not that the law? Then why don't you spare some time for meditation and you will be more fresh, more energetic, more productive. You will be in a state of rest, fresh. You will be calm. You will observe yourself, reform yourself, transform yourself, and go to work. It helps you. The people will get more benefit from the person who has meditated. So, I was doing the campaign of good governance. I talked to you this morning that one of the main problems with us in economic development is the lack of good governance, and I was strictly adhered to the task of maintaining good governance. And for good governance, not law only, no, not administrative orders only, is enough. You have to make your friends who are working with you and the people who are in the society also be reformed to maintain the good governance in the government machinery and the society. When you have your staff, officers who has meditated, meditation practitioner, and he is stress-free, or at least he has lowered down his stress level. He is little happy with all the things that he is to be engaged with. Take it the reality as it is. Accept the reality as it is. We don't encourage him to take the gap. Don't take anything under the table and do something for that. So he is responsible to the people. he is focused on his work, is not the product given by the meditation. So meditation is helpful in maintaining good governance, I said, and still I am planning to start the meditation session for my officers in the foreign ministry too. So it's not at all related to any organized religions. Leave it. Whatever be the religion you have faith in, you accept it, you internalize it, you do your rituals under it, no problem. But you practice the meditation, get stress-free, take deep rest. That gives you deep rest. You become more focused. You become more energetic. You will reform yourself, giving up the bad habits and bad attitudes, and you will yourself be going in transformation, and you will also transform the people and be more patriotic and service-oriented. That is the key. So at this moment, I just wanted to touch upon my understandings on the essence of Buddha's teachings and meditation techniques and its contribution. Excellency Ambassadors, I can guarantee you one thing. I can guarantee if you practice meditation, it will definitely contribute and you will take the advantage from it. I can guarantee. But to what extent you will take the advantage, I can't say. It depends on your thought, your dedication, and the environment you live in. But advantage, I am the man who try to speak the truth. I do what I speak. I speak what is true for me and I do according to that. So it's guaranteed. You practice it. It will be advantageous to your life, your office work, your approach to life will be different one, and you will have fully compassionate, lovely, good or doing, energetic, and our relations will be more deeper, stronger, and we, different countries, their governments, their people will be closely linked and cooperative to each other. This is my opinion only. I don't want to go in detail, just I want to repeat one sentence of Secretary General Guterres when he came here at this very site and spoke. I quote, "From these sacred gardens, I call on the world to act now for peace." Unquote. And dear friends, lastly, now I would like to convey a message of peace from this sacred place called Heritage Site amidst your gracious presence and invite you to join me. Peace message. Throughout history, Lumbini, the birthplace of Gautam Buddha, has stood as a beacon of hope and inspiration for humanity. A reminder that even in the face of adversity, the light of peace can never be extinguished. Recognizing the yearning for peace, for prosperity, and expressing commitment to global solidarity and understanding, in the spirit of the Buddha's teachings, the Lumbini Conclave organized under the auspices of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Honorary Consular Corps, Nepal, with participation by ambassadors and representatives of various countries, underscores the following messages. Amidst the turmoil and uncertainty that grip our world, may we pause and reflect on the timeless wisdom that emanates from the land of Buddha, Nepal. As we extend our hands for friendship and goodwill, may we sow the seeds of peace and forge bonds of understanding and build a future where peace and prosperity receive unconditional priority by all. As we tread the path towards peace, may we emphasize the dialogue over discord, empathy over enmity, and compassion over conflict. With utmost compassion, hope in our hearts, and peace as our guiding light, may you embark on a journey together towards a brighter, more peaceful future. May peace prevail on the earth. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister for Foreign Affairs. Every time he spares the moment with us over the mic, there is always something to learn. You know, they say the greatest gift one can give to someone is their time. Time is precious. Time cannot be measured by money, nor by certificates, nor by any medals, but that is the greatest gift that we can give. And we would like to thank our chief guest, Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Foreign Affairs, along with our Honorable Minister of Tourism, Culture and Civil Aviation for their time that they have given us. We'd like to now hand over a beautiful token of appreciation, love, of remembrance of Lumbini Conclave, and to do the honors, I request the Dean of HCCN, Mr. Vishnu Agarwal. Can we please have the tokens brought towards the dais? May I request the Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and the Minister for Foreign Affairs to kindly receive the token on behalf of HCCN for joining us in the Lumbini Conclave for Globe. We now request the Honorable Minister of Tourism, Culture and Civil Aviation to also receive our beautiful token. Honorable Hit Bahadur Tamang. Thank you so much. We cannot freeze time, but we can always keep a memory of it. Now I'd like to request our Dean, before he takes his seat, behind the stage, behind the screen, he has been putting a lot of effort, looking into a lot of details so that the Lumbini Conclave and all our dignitaries receive no discomfort. So on that note, I'd like to request him for the closing remarks and vote of thanks, please, sir.
Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Foreign Affairs, Mr. Narayan Kaji Shrestha, Honorable Minister for Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation, Mr. Hit Bahadur Tamang, Vice Chairman of Lumbini Development Trust, Dr. Liarkel Lama, Your Excellencies, Ambassadors from HCCN represented countries, Honorable Consul General, Honorable Consuls, respected monks, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are gathered in a very special site the premises of Maya Devi temple, where Buddha was born some 2600 years before. It is here at this holy ground that we are reminded of the profound impact of Buddha's teachings and enduring legacy of his spiritual journey. As we navigate the complexities of modern world, the pursuit of peace is not only a moral imperative, but a necessary strategy for building a prosperous and sustainable global community. That is why Lumbini was selected as the venue for this conclave, and our meeting over here is a testament of our collective quest for peace and prosperity for all humanity. We gathered in Lumbini at a time of upheaval in the international order, wars, economic recession, youth unemployment. All these things have disturbed and hindered human progress. Today, also the universal values of Lord Buddha espoused compassion, non-violence and understanding, principles that are as relevant in today's turbulent world as they were over 2.5 millennia ago. The relevance of Buddhism in resolving conflicts and fostering peace can be illustrated by the inspiring story of King Ashoka the Great. Following the bloody Kalinga War, which resulted in immense loss of life, King Ashoka experienced a profound transformation. He embraced Buddhism, renouncing violence and dedicating his life to the principles of Dharma, truth, non-violence and compassion. His subsequent reign marked a period of peace, prosperity and benevolence, showcasing the transformative power of Buddhism teachings in conflict resolutions and governance. King Ashoka's journey from a war conqueror to a champion of peace and dharma exemplifies how embracing compassion and non-violence can lead to a prosperous and harmonious society. Lord Buddha's teaching offers us timeless wisdom on peace building. He taught us that peace begins within the hearts and minds of individuals. It is only through inner peace that we can hope to achieve external peace. Hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. This is the eternal rule, a profound statement that encapsulates the essence of conflict resolution through compassion and understanding, rather than through retaliation and animosity. Last 2 days has been the most exceptional days of my life. Immersed in teachings of Lord Buddha, understanding the soft power of Lumbini, appreciating the beauty of Nepalese art and culture, business sessions of IBN and NTB who have ensured that our foreign currency reserves are more than 12 months of imports, and today visit to such historical and sacred Lumbini garden where every square inch equals to peace and inner bliss. I feel so proud to be a member of HCCN and Honorary Consul General of Czech Republic, the community which has always believed in selfless service. I still remember the times of earthquake when on the very next day itself our honorary consuls were out on the streets looking to help people of our represented countries, and even during initial days of COVID when fear was at its height and we were going to airports to repatriate our citizens with 2 masks, cap, gloves and PPE suits. But today our inner satisfaction is much higher. We are not talking about ourselves or our people, but we are talking about humanity and what is needed by the times most. And in front of leaders representing 41 countries, it is a matter of great honor and pleasure. My sincere request to all the excellencies, honorary consul generals, honorary consuls, is to spread the message of peace delivered by Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Foreign Affairs through all available medium to all over the world, so that we are able to create awareness about the ageless values and principles of Lord Buddha to resolve conflicts and bring prosperity. As we come to the conclusion of conclave, it is with immense gratitude and profound sense of accomplishment that I extend my heartfelt thanks to each and every one of you who have contributed to the success of this historic gathering. My heartfelt gratitude to Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Foreign Affairs, Mr. Narayan Kaji Shrestha, for his unwavering support to make this event a success. Your vision, leadership and commitment to promoting peace and understanding have been instrumental in bringing us together in Lumbini. Your idea of Lumbini being the message of peace to the world reflect the current need that we have in the world. Your appeal for investments in Nepal with strong assurances will certainly reap benefit in future. Today also we are overwhelmed by the way you have asked to practice meditation in our daily life. I am sure with meditation, and I am saying with some experience also, it will certainly improve our health, it will improve our efficiency, and it will also improve the relations that we are maintaining with everybody. I also extend our sincere thanks to all distinguished ambassadors and delegates of HCCN represented countries in Nepal. Your presence here has not only added immense value to the gathering, but has also exemplified the spirit of cooperation and goodwill that underpins our collective efforts towards global peace and prosperity. I also extend our sincere thanks to the senior officials from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for their invaluable support and cooperation in hosting this significant event. Your dedication and assistance have been crucial in ensuring the success of our endeavors, and we are deeply grateful for your partnership. I would also like to extend my thanks to the Embassy of Nepal in India for your coordination and ensuring that we have good participation in the event. My special thanks to His Excellency Mr. Shankar Sharma. Furthermore, our gratitude extends to the Ministry of Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation and Lumbini Development Trust for their gracious hospitality and for graciously allowing us to convene our conclave in this sacred place. I would also like to extend my thanks to the Vice Chairman of Lumbini Development Trust for his leadership and support to make this event successful. I would like to extend my thanks to Investment Board of Nepal for their efforts in bringing much needed investment from all over the world to uplift the standard of living of Nepalese people. We are indeed thankful to Mr. Sushil Bhatta, CEO of IBN, for his insightful information on investment landscape of Nepal. The presentation of IBN has indeed been very informative. I would also like to thank Nepal Tourism Board, who have been relentlessly promoting tourism industry of Nepal, and also for their presentation and bringing tourism opportunities in front of our delegates. I would like to thank experts and resourceful speakers, Ms. Sunnima Shrestha, Dr. Naresh Shakya and Professor Dr. Vasant Bidari for enlightening us with your knowledge about Lumbini, Buddhism and art. It is imperative to express my sincerest gratitude to all the dedicated members of HCCN's steering committee who have been responsible for organizing this particular event for their tireless efforts in ensuring the success of this momentous occasion. I would like to thank our HCCN Executive and Consultative Committee for their guidance and all our support, the Secretary and all their support. The Secretariat of HCCN also deserves an appreciation for working tirelessly in planning, organizing and execution of the conclave. As we depart from this conclave, let me carry forward and the spirit of cooperation and dialogue that has defined our times together. May the bonds forged here endure, and may the seeds of peace sown in Lumbini blossom into future of harmony and prosperity for all. I thank you all.
Thank you so much to our Dean, Mr. Vishnu Agrawal. The past 2 days have been nothing but delightful, wholesome, enriching, and a lot more. Even though we have been moving on a very tight schedule, every agenda, every speaker has reminded us to sit back, take a moment and think about life and not rush into everything. I believe all of us have put ourselves in such a busy position that we forget to thank, we forget to think about life, and we forget to exist wholesomely. Now we have a lot of program planned right next to the stage. We'll be doing the world peace chanting, and we'll also be lighting the butter lamps. As you can see, the candles are put around the tree, so anyone who is interested to light a candle, say a little prayer, is requested. So requesting all the dignitaries to please move towards the tree. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a strange beauty in lighting a simple lamp, a candle, the fullness it brings to the heart, the peace it brings to the mind, it is magical, isn't it? I can see all smiles, some prayers whispered around the holy tree as we stand on the sacred ground, the most holiest on this planet perhaps, where the greatest teacher on earth was born, Lord Buddha. How beautiful is this moment that we share together in the Lumbini conclave for global peace and prosperity. After we are done lighting our lamps and after we complete whispering our holy prayers, I request everyone to please come back to your original seatings as we have briefly few more events lined up, after which we can then proceed for the monastery visit, requesting all our guests, our dignitaries, to please come back to our original seatings once we have completed the lighting of the lamp and prayers. Due to the time restraints of Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Foreign Affairs, who immediately needs to return, requesting all delegates, ambassadors, consuls and consulars for a group photo session. Requesting all excellencies, our dignitaries, guests from Nepal and beyond to please join us from the previous spot, where we had a photo session. It is believed that we have missed out few guests in the previous photo, so we would like to repeat the action one more time. Please join us for the photo session in the pond. Of course, yes, all of us, all of us. Apologies, there has been a change of location. It will be where I can see everybody is gathered around the tree. So if we can just coordinate and cooperate with the formation. all seated? Was it a beautiful experience lighting a butter lamp under the holy tree in an auspicious earth? I believe so. Now we shall indulge in a chanting, peace chanting, which is known and labeled under the three sects of Buddhism, which is Theravada, Mahayana and Vajrayana. So I would now like to request our Wajir Bhante to please come forward for the chantings. We begin with the first chanting, which is known as the Theravada chanting.
So please join your hands and receive the blessings of the Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada satthi bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada satthi bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada satthi bhavantu te.
We shall now recite the Mahayana prayer.
Sangye Jodong Soye Jonam Janjo Mono Dame Japse Taye Chipo Jepe Dola Renje Sangye Duvai Sho Sangye Jodong Soye Jonam Janjo Mono Dame Japse Taye Chipo Jepe Sonanje Dola Renje Sangye Duvai Sho Sangye Jodong Soye Jonam Janjo Mono Dame Japse Taye Chipo Jepe Sonanje Dola Renje Sangye Duvai Sho Sanje Damje Dewa Dan Devi Gitan Dembo Dunga Dan Dunga Yin Gitan Dawa Yushe Dunga Nebe Dewa Damba Dan Mindawa Nire Zata Nidan Dave Tanyo Zane Bala Ne Paragyo Che Sanje Damje Dewa Dan Devi Gitan Dembo Dunga Dan Dunga Ye Gitan Dawa Yushe Dunga Nebe Dewa Dan Metan Mindawa Yushe Nire Zata Nidan Tanyo Zane Bala Ne Paragyo Che Sanje Damje Dewa Dan Devi Gitan Dembo Dunga Dan Dunga Ye Gitan Dawa Dunga Nebe Dewa Damba Dan Mindawa Yushe Nire Zata Nidan Tanyo Zane Bala Yushe Sanje Damje Dewa Dan Devi Gitan Dembo Dunga Dan Dunga Ye Gitan Dawa Dunga Nebe Dewa Damba Dan Mindawa Yere Jada Nidanda Vedanya Zene Bala Neba Yoje Vedoje Shage Rizo Jange Nidanda Je Panjamba Sege Lomba Tabra Jibe Shage Jabo Jala Chape Lo Teyata Mane Mane Ma Mane Shage Mane So Teyata Mane Mane Ma Mane Shage Mane so ande dao mane mane ma mane shagya mane so hai so nam de tam je se ba nye donai nye ve dana manje kega na je balan de bai se be so lan do ai jo.
We shall now immerse in the Vajrayana mantra prayer.
Namo Ratnatrayaya Yejangramasa Statare Vaishabra Te Sarva Sattva Sukhino Bhavantu Sastar Magram Naradeva Pujam Buddham Namasya Deyastu Swasti Yejangramasa Statare Vaishabra Te sarva sattva sukhino bhavantu santam viragram naradeva pujam dharmam namasya diyaha suswasti ye jangamasa statahai vaistabara te sarva sattva sukhino bhavantu ganamagram naradeva pujam Buddham Sangam Shanam Namasyami Ihastu Swasti.
Thank you so much. The act of Buddhism, but before that, we will now bid farewell to our Honorable Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Foreign Affairs. From the very beginning, he has been a crucial part of our journey and our memories, our learnings. And we are very grateful for the wisdom and the company that he has shared with us in the Lumbini Conclave for Global Peace and Prosperity. Thank you so much, sir. We shall continue with the program. We do not have much left here, and then we can all proceed for the monastery visits. One of the most important lessons of Buddhism is giving, being the generous person, sharing what we have. Thank you for bearing with us as we make some changes in the program. But as I was saying earlier, one of the most greatest teachings and the most important teachings of Buddhism is the act of giving. Giving is something we teach as adults to the younger ones in the family. We try to practice ourselves, and only if the world would give and share more and half of what we have, or even 1% of what we have, I think this world would have been a better place. We've immersed ourselves in so many beautiful practices of Buddhism already without even consciously thinking about it. From praying, to lighting a butter lamp, to even meditating for a minute with our Honorable Deputy Prime Minister. And now we shall participate in the act of giving, for which I would like to call upon the Dean of HCCN, Vishnu Agarwal, along with the past Dean, Sriram Lamichhane, and also joining us will be the Vice Dean, the present Vice Dean, Chandra Prasad Thakal. I believe Mr. Chandra Prasad Thakal is not with us right now, so I'd like to call upon the IP Dean, Dinesh Shrestha. The beautiful souls are bhikshus who practice what we cannot perhaps every day, and also share the teachings of Gautam Buddha to people around, to the world around them. This is a little act of giving from our side, from HCCN. Act of giving is also known as Mahasangadhana, which is also known as the Great Council, and was a significant event in early Buddhism. It took place shortly after Buddha's passing, where 5,000 arahants, enlightened monks, convened to recite and codify the teachings of the Buddha, known as the Dharma, and to preserve the teachings for future generations. Thank you so much to our Dean, Vishnu Agarwal, to our IP Dean, Dinesh Shrestha, and Sriram Lamichhane, the past Dean, for the act of Mahasangadhana that he participated in just now. Now we move on to our second last speech of the event here in the Lumbini Garden, for which I'd like to call upon Mr. Sanu Raja Shakya, the Member Secretary of Lumbini Development Trust.
Namo Buddhaya. Honorable Minister, Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation, Mr. Hitbado Tamang, Venerable Chair, Vice Chair of LDT, Dr. Larkal Lama, Honorable most venerable monks, His Excellencies, Ambassadors, Honorary Consulate, Dean of Justician, distinguished reveal evidence from the 6th century BC inside the Maya Devi temple and one of the oldest settlements of South Asia in the village Mount from 1300 BC. U Thant visited Lumbini in April 1967 as the Secretary General of the United Nations. Meeting with the king, they proposed the development of Lumbini into a major center for pilgrimage and tourism. This led to a UNDP consultant mission in December 1969, which was the basis for developing a master plan for Lumbini. 1972, the task of preparing the plan was given to Professor Kinjo Tange of Japan. Over the following 6 years, various layouts were suggested, which then led to the final plan being adopted in 1978, jointly by United Nations and the government of Nepal. The Lumbini Development Trust is accelerating to complete the plan as soon as possible. I am delighted to share with you that the Tilorokot Kapilvastu, which is about 20 kilometers far west from this place, the archaeological remains of the ancient Shakya kingdom, is the archaeological site of an ancient fortified city from the period of 900 BC to 400 CE, was included in the tentative list of World Heritage in 1996. And since then, the further research activities have been carried out to prepare a better understanding of the archaeological site, with assistance from the UNESCO Japanese Fund Interest Project. The government of Nepal has identified the World Heritage nomination of this site as a national priority and recently submitted a nomination dossier to the UNESCO World Heritage Center and waiting to welcome the mission from the UNESCO World Heritage Center soon. In this regard, we would like to request all the participants collectively raise awareness about Tilorokot Kapilvastu's significance and encourage international support for its World Heritage nomination. By recognizing this site, we honor not only Nepal's heritage but also the sheer legacy of humanity. So let's champion the cause of preserving this historical rich site for generations to come. I am sure this conclave will sow the seeds of peace today so that future generations may reap the fruits of prosperity tomorrow. In conclusion, let us recommit ourselves to the noble cause of peace, knowing that our collective efforts today will save the world of tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you again.
Thank you so much, Member Secretary of the Lumbini Development Trust, Mr. Sanu Raja Shakya. Now I'd like to welcome our Honorable Minister of Tourism, Culture and Civil Aviation, Honorable Hit Bahadur Tamang, for a short remark.
कार्यक्रम का सभाध्यक्ष तथा लुम्बिनी विकास कोष का उपाध्यक्ष माननीय डाक्टर लार्केल लामाज्यू, कार्यक्रम का प्रमुख अतिथि उप प्रधानमन्त्री तथा परराष्ट्र मन्त्री माननीय नारायण काजी श्रेष्ठ, भर्खरै हाम्रो बीचमा बडा भाव उत्तेजक मन्तव्य हाम्रो बीचबाट विदा भइसक्नु भएको छ। महामहिम राजदूतज्यूहरू, महामहिम अवैतनिक कन्सुलरज्यूहरू, लुम्बिनी विकास कोषका पदाधिकारीज्यूहरू र भद्र महिला तथा सज्जनवृन्द, यस कार्यक्रमको सुरुमै हाम्रा थुप्रै अतिथि महानुभावहरूले यो कार्यक्रमको औचित्यको बारेमा, महत्त्वको बारेमा धेरै सुन्दर अभिव्यक्तिहरू राखि नै सक्नु भएको छ। र म यस लुम्बिनी विकास क्षेत्र समेतको नेतृत्व गर्ने मन्त्रालयको मन्त्रीको हैसियतले केही कुराहरू यहाँहरूको बीचमा राख्न गइरहेको छु। सर्वप्रथम अनररी कन्सुलर कोर नेपाल द्वारा भगवान बुद्धको पवित्र जन्मस्थान एवं विश्व सम्पदा स्थल लुम्बिनीमा आयोजना गर्नुभएको लुम्बिनी कन्सेप्ट 2024 ग्लोबल पीस फर प्रोस्पेरिटी को पूर्ण सफलताको लागि म शुभकामना व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छु र विभिन्न मुलुकका तर्फबाट नेपालका तोकिनु भएका महामहिम राजदूतहरू, नेपालका लागि नेपालको तर्फबाट विभिन्न मुलुकका लागि नियुक्त हुनुभएका अवैतनिक कन्सुलरज्यूहरूको भेला भगवान बुद्धको जन्मस्थल, बौद्ध धर्मको उद्गम भूमि तथा विश्व शान्तिको मुहान लुम्बिनीमा हुनु अत्यन्त सकारात्मक विषय हो।
Thank you very much. I'm not a professional translator, but I'm interested to do this job. He is congratulating everyone having present over here in this very important country, and this is very place to be, and this has very important significance for global peace, and he is extending his warm welcome to all the visiting dignitaries over here.
गौतम बुद्ध र बुद्धसँग सम्बन्धित पवित्र स्थलहरूको उत्खनन, संरक्षण, प्रवर्धन र दिगो विकासका लागि नेपाल सरकार सदैव प्रतिबद्ध छ। शान्तिका नायक भगवान बुद्धले यस पवित्र स्थल लुम्बिनीको बारेमा भन्नुभएको थियो। भवसागर पार गर्ने मध्ये म नै अग्रणी हुँ। मोक्ष पहिल्याउनका लागि नै मैले यस संसारमा जन्म लिएको हुँ। यही नै मेरो अन्तिम जन्म हो। यसपछि अर्को जन्म लिने छैन। यो महान बुद्धवाणी विश्वभरि विस्तार गरेर बुद्धप्रतिको आस्था वृद्धि गर्नु नै हाम्रो परम कर्तव्य हो भन्ने म ठान्दछु।
What he is saying, the government of Nepal is all committed to preserve the Buddhist tradition and the heritage that we have. And he also is referring to what the Buddha says to his followers, that the birth would be the last one and it would be having a special purpose to the world.
हामीले बुद्धले देखाउनु भएको बाटोको अनुसरण गर्नुपर्दछ भन्ने राज्यको धारणा छ। त्यो मान्यता अनुसार हामी निरन्तर रूपमा लागिरहेका छौं। हामीले सरी प्रेम, करुणा, क्षमा, सहनशीलता एवं सहअस्तित्वको उपदेशले हामीलाई एउटा शान्तिमय जीवन बाँच्न प्रेरित गर्दछ। उहाँको उपदेश अनुरूपको मार्ग पहिल्याउन सके शान्ति एवं सम्मानित जीवन टाढाको कुरो हुने छैन।
The message of peace and tolerance that Buddha has given would help the entire humanity.
संसारका महानतम धर्मस्थलहरू मध्येको यो एक अति पवित्र स्थलको रूपमा विश्व सम्पदा सूचीमा सूचीकृत लुम्बिनीमा विश्वमा विभिन्न मुलुकका राष्ट्र तथा सरकार प्रमुखहरू लगायत संयुक्त राष्ट्र संघका 6 जना महासचिव महामहिमज्यूहरूले अत्यन्त श्रद्धापूर्वक भ्रमण गरिसक्नु भएको सबैमा विदितै छ।
This is a place, a UNESCO heritage site, and a total of 6 United Nations General Secretaries have visited this place, and that reflects the importance and significance of this place.
राष्ट्र संघको सहयोगमा तयार भएको लुम्बिनी गुरु योजनाका बाँकी कार्यहरू यथाशक्य पूरा गराउन यस क्षेत्रका पर्यटन प्रवर्धन तथा दिगो विकासको लागि नेपाल सरकार सदैव कटिबद्ध रहेको छ। साथै यसका लागि राष्ट्रिय र अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय सहयोग हाम्रो स्वाभाविक अपेक्षा हो। यस क्षेत्रमा वार्षिक रूपमा लाखौं बौद्ध यात्री तथा पर्यटकहरूको भ्रमण गरिरहेका छन्। समय सापेक्ष बौद्ध तीर्थयात्री तथा पर्यटकहरूको सेवा सुविधा विस्तार गर्दै स्थानीय समुदायको जीविकोपार्जनमा टेवा पुर्याउन आजको आवश्यकता हो। साथै गौतम बुद्ध अन्तर्राष्ट्रिय विमानस्थललाई पूर्ण रूपमा सञ्चालनमा ल्याउनु नेपाल सरकारको प्राथमिकता रहेको कुरा पनि यहाँहरुको बीचमा म अवगत गराउन चाहन्छु र यसमा सबै क्षेत्रका सकारात्मक सहयोगको अपेक्षा गर्दछु।
The government has a master plan to develop this area, and the government is committed to implement those master plan. Number one, and number two, thousands of visitors, in millions, tourists visit this place, and we want to attract more tourists in the days ahead as well.
यस महत्त्वपूर्ण कार्यमा यहाँ उपस्थित महानुभावहरू र अन्य कूटनीतिक विशिष्ट महानुभावहरूको पनि सद्भाव र सहयोगको अपेक्षा गर्दछु।
It is that we expect the help and well wish from all those who are present here to extend a hand of support to this vision.
यद्यपि एसियाको एउटा प्राचीनतम सहरको विस्तृत शहरी योजना, सहरको बनावट लगायत स्थानीय वस्तुकलाका कारण अनुपम विश्वव्यापी महत्त्वको स्थान रहेको वैज्ञानिक तथा बहुविधात्मक पद्धतिका प्रयोगबाट प्राप्त यूनेस्को जापानीज फन्ड इन ट्रस्ट परियोजना अन्तर्गत प्राप्त वैज्ञानिक प्रमाणका आधारमा सन् 1996 देखि विश्व सम्पदाको सम्भावित सूचीमा रहेको तिलौरोकोट कपिलवस्तु क्षेत्रलाई नेपाल सरकारले संरक्षित स्मारक क्षेत्र घोषणा गर्दै विश्व सम्पदा सूचीमा सूचीकृत गर्नका लागि आवश्यक विश्व सम्पदा मनोनयन दस्तावेज तयार गरी नेपाल सरकारको तर्फबाट युनेस्को विश्व सम्पदा केन्द्रमा औपचारिक रूपमा दर्ता गरी सकेको छ।
Tilora Court, around 28-30 kilometers from here lies the Tilora Court, a very important archaeological site, and the government is trying to have, with the scientific and archaeological basis, to have that place also enlisted in UNESCO heritage site.
जसको अन्तिम निर्णय 2025 मा बस्ने विश्व सम्पदा समितिको 47औं महासभाले गर्नेछ, जसको लागि राज्य पक्षले प्रतिबद्धता अनुरूपका कार्यहरू यथाशक्य सम्पन्न गर्दै आगामी 46औं महासभामा व्यापक प्रचार प्रसार र प्रवर्धनात्मक गतिविधिका साथ कूटनीतिक पहल समेत गर्न आवश्यक रहेको छ। यसका लागि उपस्थित महामहिमज्यूहरू र अन्य सम्पूर्ण सहभागीज्यूहरूमा पनि सकारात्मक सहयोगको लागि हार्दिक अनुरोध गर्न चाहन्छु।
We have applied Tilora Court to be in the UNESCO site, and also the next year the UNESCO General Assembly is going to decide on this proposal. So we are doing every necessary homework to secure Tilora Court is UNESCO Old Heritage Site, and also taking this moment of those dignitaries present here, he is also asking that everyone's support to enlist Tilora Court to be enlisted in the UNESCO site.
यस सम्मेलनले बौद्ध परम्परा पुरातात्विक सम्पदाहरूको थप विशेषतालाई देश विदेशमा महत्त्व झल्काउनको लागि साथै विश्व शान्ति र समृद्धिका लागि प्रभावकारी भूमिका निभाउनेछ।
This conclave, he is hopeful that would magnify the Buddhist rich tradition to the entire world.
अन्तमा सम्मेलनलाई सफल पार्नका लागि महत्त्वपूर्ण भूमिका निर्वाह गर्न हुने सम्पूर्णलाई हार्दिक धन्यवाद दिँदै करुणामयी भगवान बुद्धले हामी सबैलाई शान्तिपूर्ण जीवनका लागि सदा आशीर्वाद दिउन्।
He congratulates all those present over here, and he wishes Buddha's blessings remain to all of us.
अन्तमा म यहाँहरूलाई के पनि भन्न चाहन्छु भने यो बुद्धको जन्मस्थल लुम्बिनी आधुनिक राज्यको सीमा विभाजनको व्यवस्था अनुसार नेपालमा अवस्थित भए पनि यो बौद्ध सम्पदा, यो बुद्धसँग सम्बन्धित सम्पदाहरू विश्वभरिका मानव जगत र खास गरिकन विश्व समुदायको साझा सम्पदा भएको कारणले यसको संरक्षण, यसको विकास र यसको स्तर उन्नतिको फेरि पनि मेरो आफ्नो तर्फबाट पनि सदा यहाँहरू सबैबाट अपेक्षा राख्दै मेरो आफ्नो भनाइलाई यही अन्त्य गर्न चाहन्छु। हस्त धन्यवाद।
He says that the Buddhist tradition defied the political boundaries, and there was no many countries in South Asia when the Buddhism started. So this is a tradition that that crosses every borders, and he seeks support from all in this particular mission. Thank you very much.
Thank you to our Honorable Minister of Tourism, Culture and Civil Aviation, Honorable Hit Bahadur Tamang, and thank you for the wonderful on-the-spot translation. Thank you so much. On that note, we come to an end of our program here in the Lumbini Garden. What a beautiful day this has been. As I mentioned to the beginning of this day, that we'll start off with something that energizes the mind, but we'll end it with the heart. And did I keep my promise? I think we did. Thank you so much. Now we shall head to the monastery visits that we have planned for you. We'll begin with the Royal Thai Monastery, followed by the Tara Foundation Buddhist Temple Monastery, and then at the end, the Nepal Vajrayana Monastery. Thank you so much. We'll have you escorted and guided to the monasteries. Thank you.
Memorize